Hi there, this is Max from the Billy Box, and if you are here, I'm hoping that you like micromanagement games like I do. And if you do, stick around, we're going to take a look at Rise of Industry. Now, since I was young, I was always fascinated by those games like SimCity, Railroad Tycoon, Transport Tycoon, and my obsession grew from there. And I've always wanted to get new games like that, like in the recent years, like Anno, Civilization, Tropico, and also City Skylines. Here with this game, I was hoping that Rise of Industry would be fueling my inner desire to play those games. Sincerely, it did, but not completely. I'm going to show you why in the next few minutes, so stick around. I'm going to take a look at Rise of Industry. First of all, this game, like any other city builder, you start off the game with an empty map and you have to flourish. You start with fairly simple business opportunity to pursue, like farming, woodcutting, or mining, and you have to farm, mine, and manufacture a product and transport it to market to sell. As the game evolves, you can pursue more complex business opportunities that require loads of different manufactured parts to make it happen. Now, to make that happen, you have to think logistics on how to create and build a proper production line and how to transport it to either the customer or industries for transformation. For example, you can start to harvest oranges and instead of selling them, you bring them to a food processing plant to transform it into juice and rack up a larger profit margin. Now, this is how the game works. Higher tier products are increasingly profitable, and this is where some of the mechanics of the game seems a bit weird to me. Here are some examples. When you first begin the game, the easiest way to start is by building farmland. Let's say to begin with, you set up a fairly simple wheat farm. For the farm to produce wheat, it needs to have access to water. Now this game, I don't know for which reason, for a farm to have water, you need to build water siphon, place it near water, build water pumps, pump water into trucks, move it to the water siphon, then put it into more trucks, and finally deliver it to the farm. I can think of a more inefficient way to get water to a farm. Forget about the fact that humanity has been building aqueducts, irrigation systems, and even wells for thousands of years. Another thing that is a bit weird is how the game's economical system is built. Usually, in a liberal economic system, in a very summarized way, you figure out your operating cost, add an healthy profit margin, and there you have the price of your product to sell to market. Now in this game, it's build your company, build the infrastructure, get it to market, and get paid only what the market is willing to pay you. Actually, I think it's how the game is set up to make you build higher tier products, because if you stick to something simple like mining, you get bankrupt real fast. Which brings me to the tech tree in the game. It's there to artificially make you spend time and money to research stuff to manufacture or produce. Get this, one of the highest thing that you can produce after years and millions spent on research, you get to build cars. But hey, you own trucks for years, moving your products from place to place. Why would you need to research how to build cars if you own trucks before? I don't really know, but the game is made like this. Or even something more simple. You have to research how to make glass, and then again, humanity has been producing glass for hundreds of years. Man, even more simple, you have to research how to grow vegetables. And yet again, humanity has been doing this for years. Thousands of years. To me, all those things made no sense, and maybe it's just me, but it breaks the game for me a bit. Aside from all of this, the game is great. The game is well made. It has vibrant and beautiful graphics and adequate music for that type of game. If you can get over the fact that some of the build and economic system is a bit weird, you can have a lot of fun with this game. Also, it gets more complex as the game evolves, and you have to manage more complex problems like traffic, pollution, and making a profit. Alright, Rise of Industry was a great game. Sadly, it didn't completely fill my inner desire to play one of those games, like the games of yore, like Transport Tycoon, which to me was one of the best. Still, you can manage to drain a few hours of enjoyable playing with that game, but for me, it didn't completely fulfill it. And to be completely honest with you, the game is great. The graphics are awesome. The style of the game is alluring. The music is adequate. But some of the mechanics are weird, didn't quite resonate with me. But all in all, you can manage to have quite a lot of fun with this game. So I would recommend it if you absolutely love those games like me. But if you are trying to find a game that is deep and representative of our working world, this might not be for you. Still, it's pretty early. Maybe it's going to get a few updates. And if it does, maybe it's going to get better. And if you want to try it out, I urge you to try it out if you're like me and is a huge fan of those kind of games. If not, if you just want to try it out, maybe wait, it's going to be on sale and try it out then. Alright, this is it for me. I sure hope that you liked the video this week, and if you did, leave us a like, drop us off a comment, and we always like to share with you guys. And if you like what we do, consider subscribing. It always helps us a lot and it makes us happy. And with that being said, we love you all and have a great week.